Today we're gonna talk about Famously Single, episode 5. Who Do You Love is the name of the episode. And yeah, it started off with Aubrey and Josh talking in a room about him just dating girls solely on looks. So yeah, it's I feel stupid talking about this episode because I was really bored. Honestly, I can't wait for the next episode. I'm gonna be keeping 100.
Yeah, next episode tonight is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, but this one was a little slow.
Pretty much, they were talking about Aubrey and Josh. Aubrey was trying to give him tips on looking at girls from Instagram and paying attention to their filtered pictures. And like you said, bitch, you look like
she
a filter.
Can't
like you are made up like a fucking clown. Like you can't talk about a girl because we have yet to see without makeup like that. Like without like a bare face. Yeah, they had the little exercise where they had to take off their makeup, but it was not like she still wasn't plain Jane. It was a bare face. Down. You know, so you can't talk about that shit
at all. Like you in a clown face every time you're on camera. So
every time, and then Colum and Brandy went on there.
Oh yeah, I thought that was cute. I just really feel like he's trying to force it. That's why he ended up calling her Aubrey's name on the date. Yeah, like he's trying to force it. Brandy's a cool girl and stuff, and she's like attractive. But if it ain't there, it ain't there. But don't force it because you think that that's what she wants.
Right, or he may be forcing it for the show too.
To
have their more time because like you notice, like I said last episode, Samaya and Will don't get that much time. It's pretty much the Brandy, Colum, and Pauly D and Aubrey show. Yeah. You know. And or in Jessica don't even get that much time. Yeah. So yeah, that I can see that.
But next episode.
Right, next episode we're gonna go into that. Yeah. And so after that, let's see. So they go on their date. And then Josh goes on his date with the girl from the exercise where he had the earpiece in.
Oh yeah.
And he tells her about the earpiece. And like you were saying about the girl that
the girl is
lights, cameras, action. Like she was there for
she claimed to not be bothered by the stuff that Brandy had him saying in the last episode on the date. But I feel like if he was just some regular dude, she would have got up from that table so fast and been like, you know what, I'm not about to sit here and listen to this nonsense. But because he's famous, it was okay, and she's not like, it doesn't take much to turn her off, so she says. Right. But I really wish I could have seen her, somebody, a regular dude, a non-famous person, because
and see how she reacted. Because he said, we didn't see the part he talking about he took Molly.
Right, they
didn't show that part. So I don't think that a normal date. Some motherfucker, if I was on date, some motherfuckers they were on Molly.
Drug habits,
first date. What the fuck?
I want to know you, but I don't think of that.
That level, right? Not on the first date. Not on the first date. And then so they had to sit down, and they were talking about what they do like and what they don't like. Samaya said that pretty much she likes substance. She dated a model who was gorgeous.
I agree with her on that.
Yeah, and he had a bad. He was just not even bad. He just was boring. Like he didn't have any substance to him. And then what I did find that was interesting. The doctor said was that women date for what they think their man or their partner could be.
Yeah, they date potential.
Yeah.
Whereas
a man dates for what the person
already
is.
are.
Yeah.
So when a woman starts evolving, he's gonna be.
That's when you become outgrown. That's when people outgrow each other, and that's fucking that's what
she wants him to change, and he's just stagnant.
Mm-hmm. I found that interesting.
Very much interesting.
And of course, Josh, his whole situation that he can't date. He just dates for what he can see, like looks. He's all about looks. He really doesn't care about his substance. I mean, he does care about substance, he says, but he lets his eye lead first before he gets to know the person. So a lot of girls he might block off because they may not be attracted to him initially. You know, he may not find them attractive initially. Which I can't lie. Like I think that's how everybody kind of is. Like you know, like for the most part, for you to want to talk to somebody, you have to find something attractive.
Oh yeah.
You know, like you're just not gonna date a fucking bugaboo. You know, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it's just not gonna. That's not the way it works. And then they had their blind dates.
Forcing it won't work.
Do you want to talk about the blind dates?
The blind
Glasses.
dates. When they went with the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is there to be said?
Yeah, just they pretty much
They
their
just-
exercise was they just had to wear glasses and they were blind. It
Blind, and
literally was a blind date.
And Josh, this episode was like really about Josh. This episode, because the rules were you can't ask the person not sure on a blind date what to describe themselves, and he just could not resist.
Yeah.
Like he's really hung up on looks.
Yeah.
And like we said, there's nothing wrong with that. You can like expect to be attracted to the person, but
yeah.
if you're just basing it on that, you're not gonna have anything
Further.
that's gonna be lasting. It's
Right,
just gonna
because
be
looks
temporary.
fake. Looks fake. But I definitely, like I said, I definitely understand where you're coming from. But yeah, he got to get past that because you can't. He has a list of what his perfect girl would be, and the girl does
Physically,
not
that's just physical,
match
though.
that. He's
not.
not interested, and that's not the way to be because his soulmate may
could miss out on
have a
somebody
little-
great.
Yeah, may have
Just
something that's
sticking to
missing
that
so-
list.
from that list. Yeah. So then that happened, and so what I thought was interesting that the girls did not like it. The girls hated the fucking challenge with the glass. They couldn't see who they
Yeah.
were talking to and all that shit. But the dudes loved it. Dudes loved that they had a chance to get to know their dates without seeing them and just hear where we hear them and stuff. Which I thought was interesting because I think that it would be either 50-50 or it would be more so the girls would care
more
about what they
into it.
look like.
Right.
I would think so, but whatever. What else happened this day? That's pretty much it. And then they sat down and talked about who they would want to date from that exercise, and of course Brandy and
Callum got into it because
he chose another girl.
Yeah,
And he backtracked like a motherfucker, but he did. He called
Yeah.
Christina. He said Christina, but Pauly D. Aubrey
probably was the perfect example of
Right.
what Callum should have
done. Right. He said she asked, did you want to date the person? Find out who the girl was. Okay, so let's backtrack. So the way it worked was that they didn't get to see who the person was until they said they would go on a date with that person. So once they said that, then they can see like the person's the way they looked, and they would kind of give like a little bio of like what they're into and stuff. So when it came down to Pauly D, and of course Aubrey asked him right next to him, and Pauly D was like, "Oh, I had a great experience, but I would rather go on a date with Aubrey," which is bullshit because he said he liked the other girl too, so that's bullshit. But he's just
Like you
probably
said, he
nervous.
backpedaling.
Yeah, and then when it came down to Aubrey and Colin was like, "I would go with Christina," and then he tried to say, "Oh," but then after he saw what Christina looked like, so I think maybe he didn't like the way Christina looked. Didn't want to say it verbally, but maybe he didn't like it. So then he goes and say, "Oh no, I would go with Brandy," and Brandy was like, "I'm not number two to nobody,"
Right.
Which rightfully so. Like
right.
if you really initially felt like you wanted to go on a date with me, you should have said that.
Right, and then on the date he said he only wanted to date her throughout
The season or whatever.
So
the process
that shows me that you didn't mean what you said.
Yeah.
And so the fact that you up front you didn't say even before being presented the question of whether you wanted to see the girl, you didn't say, "Oh no, I'm just going to be dating Brandy this season." So, you can't backpedal.
Yeah.
And he goes back to, and he like kind of got hype about it.
Yeah.
And I think you were right when we was watching it. You said like he has anger issues, whether he's drinking or not. Like
he definitely has a anger problem, and I know that very well.
that's
So
something
he definitely has that. He has something that he
needs to,
just
deal
can't.
with.
He can't. He goes from 0 to 100 real quick, and like a person with anger problems, it doesn't matter what it is. If you do something they don't like, it's gonna uprise, and that's what he's showing on this show. Like literally, it don't matter. Yeah, you can blame the alcohol, but even when you're sober, you're still aggressive. And if she does something you don't like, and Brandy better take note to that because she don't want to be in a situation like that.
Right.
But yeah, so that pretty much was the show.
Yeah. Like we said, previous to the next episode, this is where we're excited
You
about.
guys better fucking tune in because I know we're gonna go in because it seems like it's gonna be a lot going on.
Juicy. I hope they didn't just gas it though.
Right.
With the
Yeah.
previews. That
Right.
would suck.
Well, I'm gonna say is 2 words: lesbian action. That's all I'm saying. So that's all I'm gonna say. But make sure you like, comment,
subscribe, share it,
all that shit. Yeah. Follow us on Twitter, which is
Captivity TV.
Yep. All right, guys, we're out of here. Bye.